On mission from Malibu.
Yep.
It's the boo, baby. Zoe.
Crab Beach Church merch.
When's the last time you bought something from the culture shop?
Well, the material and stuff is not.
You're full of crap.
This is like high quality material. Like I spent this shirt was like $60.
That just means you're dumb. That doesn't. That's not a material issue.
Fashion.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we're running comfort colors now,
Fashion.
so.
Look at my pants. It's fashion.
Carpenter pants. Carpenter pants.
Well, yeah, it looks like just a shirt floating over here. Can't even see your legs. Will I am. William.
All right, let's get started.
Justin, take it away,
What
bro.
are we talking about?
That's a question we never have the answer to.
Well, what's even the name of the series, though?
We just finished Shift. Just finished.
Oh, but that was it. We finished it.
Yeah. Sushi Sex Subtitles starts this Sunday.
Wow.
Message titled Swipe Right.
Is right the good or the bad?
Good.
The good, right?
Yeah.
You swipe right if you like the person. Okay, where are we at here? What do we call this? Message podcast? No.
That's it.
Message.
That's it.
What is
that's
it?
it.
Message recap? What is
It was
it?
the first one.
The Message Podcast. That should be the new name of it.
Welcome
yeah,
to the
yeah.
message podcast.
Going into February, welcome to the Message Podcast. What message? Whatever one we feel like talking about today.
Message
That
recap. It's
sounds
not
about
message
right.
recap.
It is.
What we used to call it.
Weekly follow-up.
Weekly follow.
Now that we've said that, you're going to say that,
Yeah.
probably.
But I feel like
Message
this has become almost a weekly follow-up and not a message recap, which before it was more of a message recap.
That's true. This is a bi-weekly situation.
That's why we took weekly out of it.
Yeah.
Because it became-
Well, yeah, we'll talk about Snowmageddon too. Take us there, Justin.
Oh yeah, yeah, Snowmageddon. Yeah. Hey, welcome, welcome back to the Transformation Church
glitched.
Message Recap Podcast. Did I glitch? I glitched.
You definitely glitched.
It was like a glitch in the Matrix.
I love that our podcast starts before the introduction, so people can hear the runway of chaos
and I think
before
we
we get there.
sound so stupid. I think we're smart until they watch our podcast. I'm like, these are morons.
These guys are stupid.
Yeah, and then there's Nate.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
We're so glad
But
you're
is it
here.
good? Are we good? Oh, okay, okay.
Oh yeah, that's. Thank you.
Yeah, we're back again. We missed last week because of Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon.
Is it Snowmageddon or Snowpocalypse?
I think it's Snowpocalypse is part of Snowmageddon.
Oh,
Snowmageddon almost sounds like it rolls off the tongue better.
Snowmageddon, Snowpocalypse.
9 inches of snow.
See, I've heard people say that they had accumulation of 10,
Well,
but then the news only said like 8.
yeah, the news.
Depends on where you're at.
Yeah. So
I
Milton,
took a tape measure and did this.
officially, Milton had 10, Pensacola had 9.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They said it was snowing on the oil rigs offshore.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, wow. Man, it was fun though. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
We got about an inch to 2 an hour. It started at 10:30 because we were getting
Yep.
off our Zoom meeting or whatever.
Yeah. I remember, was it me or something? I was like, dude, it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had a meeting right after that went another hour or whatever. And at the end of that, I was like, guys, the roof is white in my backyard. Like, I can see the neighbor's roof. It's white. And, yeah, that was unbelievable. And so I went in. I remember, so I got off that call. We're 2 hours in at this point to the snow. And I grew up in the North for quite a few years of my life. And I was standing in the kitchen looking at the snowfall. And I looked at Ashley and I said, this is going to be here a while. Like, this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Like,
Steady snow.
you know, it's like
There's
there's a
just
difference
steady.
between snow falling
Yeah.
and snow falling heavy sideways. Like, that's like, oh, this is going to be here a minute.
It was just the whole storm rolling through, you know?
Yeah. So I was like, she said, you think so? And I was like,
Well, you know, none of us were. Everybody here was expecting what we know snow to be here.
yeah, 1 inch. You can still see the grass through it.
And it's wet and nasty.
Wet, yeah.
Yeah. This was real. And I never seen snow in my whole life.
Now you have.
Now I have. I've been to places it snows, just never snowed while I was there.
Yes.
I've been up north. I've been to Niagara Falls, but I've never been in snow like that until here.
That's wild.
That's why it was so cool. We were out in it.
Yeah.
I got stuck at my mom's house. So Tuesday morning before the snow came, I got up early. I had to do something. Then I came by here because I forgot something here. So then I went to the donut shop. So then I went by my mom's house.
Donut shop was open, huh?
They were open.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know
And
it.
then I went by my mom's house and we sat there and we were like, oh, let's just wait for the snow and see how it is. And then I'll just go to the house. And then after a while, I was like, I think I'm here.
Yeah. You're stuck here.
Yeah, I stayed the night.
That's a great place to be, though. Mom's house.
Oh, she had a whole pot of chili and everything.
Oh, chili.
Yeah, it was good.
That's a great
That's
place to
good.
be.
Yeah, and because I had nothing in my house.
No, dude.
I was not prepared for Snowmageddon.
Nobody was.
I got a notification that DoorDash suspended service, and I was like,
I'm a star.
almost.
Literally, I'm going to eat ice.
I had to thaw out some weird stuff. I'd have been eating a weird combination of stuff.
That's what. Yeah, I told. So we had. We have a meal prep service that me and Ashley do for like healthier meals and stuff, and we had just picked up meals on Monday.
Oh yeah,
And
you ate all of them.
we were well into that stack of meals come Wednesday afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God we'd have been eating vegetable trio out of the freezer. Like the
Right.
bag of corn,
Yeah.
carrots, and green beans
No,
or whatever.
I mean, we had chili, and then we ate it. I think for lunch and dinner. Which, as you do, 'cause we go outside and play. Then I woke up the next morning because I stayed the night. Biscuit and gravy,
Dude,
bacon,
you need to move into mom's house.
Jeez, man, that's
the whole
wild.
thing. Yeah, it was wild. It was fun. We got out in it. My mom had a blast. She was like a kid again. And my mom lives here by the church, so we walked to the church. I wanted to see the whole ground covered in snow at the church, So that was kind of cool.
Are you the one that did donuts?
I was not, but I got pictures of it. The next day we went back. They were not there the first time. We went back on Wednesday. We got up and it was still snow on the ground. And I walked back to the church, and I said, "Oh yeah, they got us good again."
Yeah.
If I catch who's doing donuts, if it's somebody who listens and goes to our church, if I catch you and find out you're the one doing donuts in our parking lot,
Be persecuted to the full extent of the law.
I will do whatever it takes to make sure you're destroyed. Jail,
Yeah.
bankruptcy, I don't know what. Lose your kids, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, someone's costing us a fortune doing donuts in our parking lot. So help us police it if you go to our church or something. But I will say, in defense of the redneck that did it, you driving by that big empty white field and you're thinking,
Oh yeah.
that looks mighty enticing. I'm gonna go do some
100%
donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got us pretty good.
They did. Yeah. It didn't really get our grass that bad, did it?
You can see it.
You can see, but it was like the snow was heavy enough at that point. It didn't.
Thank
really.
God. Thank God.
I
Yeah.
think the grass will recover better than the rocks did.
Yeah, that new gravel is pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost us a lot. So, anyways, yeah, no, I thought the snow was
Be
fun.
better if it's cold.
Yeah, the snow was cool. It was
Took you back to PA, huh?
just kept falling.
Yeah, I mean, Leah was working, so I kind of just stayed inside the whole time. Went out to that side, took a picture, went back inside. Didn't do much.
You didn't get to play in it,
No, I mean, we were up in PA in November and it snowed then, so
yeah.
saw it then.
I feel that.
It's not a new for people. It's like, oh, it's in Florida. You'll never see it again. I was like, snow is snow to me, but I mean, it's cool to see it here. You know?
But you got older. Like, how old were you when you left PA? 17?
No, 18 when I joined the military.
18, okay, yeah,
so after.
So you've had your
yeah.
snow experience.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you're good. When we left Kentucky, I was 6.
Gotcha.
Now I've seen snow in Kentucky multiple times since then.
Yeah.
But like we left when I was young enough that I never dealt with it I never drove in it, never had to do any of that stuff. For the most part. So it was like I was still kind of like giddy when the snow was out because I was like, dude, I haven't seen this like this in forever.
I mean, rarely do you see a snow that's a foot of snow. And
we just stood out in it. We put ourselves. We were like in the road, just like walking up, and there's a girl that lives across the street from my mom, and we were watching out the window because she was out there. I guess her and I don't know if it was her brother or what. I think she told us. She said she's when we finally went outside and talked to her, she's like, I never seen snow in all my 30 years. So I'm guessing she's 30 or young 30s. And she was out there making TikToks or something. She had her phone up. She was just dancing all in it. She'd never seen snow before. She was having a good old time.
Yeah.
But we're just in the, I mean, I got pictures. It looks like a dang blizzard with all the blowing.
Oh, yeah,
The
it was
blowing
wild,
snow
dude.
was crazy.
In front of you guys have been in my house. So in front of my house, you know, it's my front yard, then the street. There's
Yeah.
no curb. It's just
Right.
flat. Yard, street, yard. You could not see. There was no differentiation.
Yeah.
It was just my house, snow, house across the street.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
street. The stop sign. It looked like snow was 2 feet up the stop sign. It was crazy. That was. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was even like that even with the curb by the time it got high enough.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was wild. And I was like, man, I kind of like this. But of course, I've never lived in there where you have to like get up and shovel your car out to go to work the next day. That would probably not be.
Yeah, it's
Pensacola
not-
drivers are bad enough without snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, in like Pennsylvania, if you get a snow like that at night or something, roads will be clear by the morning. Salt on the road, you're still good to go.
Snow
right?
plows.
They come
snow
through at
plows.
night,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
at
yeah.
night. Yeah, they got a good. I think it's PennDOT or whatever in Pennsylvania. They got a good service that does all that. So
Yeah. Did y'all see the videos? Like
The guy
other
just-
places where it snows and it's like a salt truck, and then it's Pensacola.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh!
Like, that's really, you know.
Yeah, get it, my guy. Yeah. He's like, I'm getting paid $15 an hour for this, so I'm just.
Hey, at least they were out there doing stuff.
Yeah, I can appreciate it. But yeah, no, people, and then it's like other people just can't drive. I mean,
Well,
the thought that to take the same driving approach to the 9 inches of snow that you take to a regular summer Pensacola day, it's
yeah.
like, dude, come on,
Stupid.
like.
I just think it's cool that once I started seeing pictures and video of like everybody out in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Bayview Park in East Hill, they feels like a park. Like everybody in East Hill descended on Bayview because it's got hills.
Oh, really?
They were sledding. They were.
Oh, that
they had
would've
like
been dope.
skimboards and
Yeah.
like pool toys and all kind of stuff out there going down the hills and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, my
like-
buddy Nathan Pooley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was snowboarding on the sand dunes with snow on it in Gulf Breeze.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Even the beach was wild to see the snow on the beach and then the water still
Yeah.
coming up. That was cool. So yeah, we survived it. I mean, at my house
Here.
too, where my townhouse is, it's all oak trees. It's all very shaded. That snow lasted. I had snow on my steps and stuff until Friday.
Yeah.
I think it was about Friday. So
Yeah, the first 60-degree day is when it really started to
yeah.
go away.
So fun
Nice.
stuff. Fun stuff.
Well, it was cool seeing all your pictures. For those of you out there,
Yeah, and the
that
Facebook
posted
group
on the
chats.
posted on Facebook in the comments,
Yeah.
and those of you that tagged us on Instagram and made it on the stories, like that was real cool. I had put up a post at one point, so I was like talking to a couple people, and they're like, I was like, man, did you go out like outside and play? Like people that have kids, you know, I was like, did you go out and play in the snow? It's like, I ain't going out and playing in that snow. I'm like, dude. Your kids are
all
gonna,
we did.
your kids are
Yeah.
gonna remember this for the
3
rest of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to sit on my couch. I get a day off. I'm like, dude, I remember 1993 when it snowed last time. I remember
I
it.
do. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, like it's snowing in Florida. I remember trying to make a snowball and you couldn't.
Couldn't do
it
it.
was too thin. But I remember, and I'm like, dude, your kids are gonna remember this for the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
The fact that you're like, I'm just gonna sit on my couch, and so like I told them, the individuals I was talking to, I was like, get off your butt, go outside, play with your wife and your kids in the snow because you're gonna remember this forever. And they did. And then I was like posting on Facebook to like whoever else might be looking. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
go,
play.
like, go have fun.
Put your
And then-
jacket on.
yeah. And so we posted, a church did, and everyone started posting their pictures. And that was super cool to see everyone posting in it because it's like, it's not very often Pensacola gets a snow day. So,
Yeah, one like that since the 1800s.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean, even like, up
The
north.
record's only 3 inches.
That was,
well,
that's a
then
150-year-old record.
never before.
It's never happened. Yeah.
We shattered that record.
But you remember, up north, like you'll get a snow day every once in a while where it snows
Yep.
so bad they shut the city down. And like
Yeah.
we got one. And that's like, dude, that's so
snow week. Yeah,
yeah, right.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
It was fun.
Yeah, some people took a whole week off.
Did your daughters like it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were out there 3 days straight.
Then you get the hot cocoa and like the chili and
Not the cocoa.
and the fire and some good times.
Not at our house.
No,
No. Well, not the fire. My wife won't. My wife refuses to use the fireplace
that's in your house.
for a fire.
Oh, really? Why?
She's terrified that the house is going to burn down.
But it has a built-in
that's a-
fireplace.
Like what you see?
Yeah,
Nate,
all right, sorry, my
what
bad,
you-
my bad. I took it too
What you seem to
much.
be introducing is what I like to call the logic emotion paradox, where something the woman is emotional about, you're trying to introduce logic to, and that
that's,
doesn't work. So, no, she's terrified,
But that's like what is for. Its existence is.
brother.
She's denying
What
it.
you
its
seem to
existence.
be introducing right now is the logic emotion paradox.
Now you got to make sure that thing's open.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Gotta be
like,
clean though.
yeah, it
Gotta
does
be
have to be
clean.
clean, and we've had our service and stuff.
Fine.
She's just, I mean, she.
I have
Like,
a fireplace. I've never.
If
used
I have
it.
a fire on the back porch, because we have like a fire pit on the back porch. If I have a fire on the back porch and like the coals, the embers are still in there, like she won't sleep that night. Like she'll wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and just go walk and look at it, make sure the house isn't about to burn down.
You don't like pee in it before you leave? So what you do? You like pee in the fireplace?
No, I don't do that. The fireplace, definitely not. The fire pit outside,
That's what I meant. The fire pit outside. That's what I meant. The fire.
but no, the answer's still no.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm a normal human.
Too
being.
redneck. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I love a good fire.
maybe I'll do that in Seminole, Alabama, but not.
yeah.
Florida.
I love a good fire.
I thought you were. Never mind.
I got a fireplace in my place. I've never used it.
Yeah. No, she's terrified of it. Like she'll, she unplugs like we have space heaters, like little space heaters around the house for different things, and they'll be off. And like she'll go through at nighttime and still unplug them. She's like, it's just
Has she ever been in a fire?
no. That's why I think it's so odd. I'm like, I asked her, I was like, at what point did your house burn down when you were a kid? She was like, never happened.
You know why? Because she unplugged everything.
Just an irrational fear.
I
Of
don't know. I don't know if
fires.
it's like a movie she watched when she was a kid or something. We can't really like pinpoint where it started, but she is about them fires, man. So she finally just got to the point now where she doesn't freak out about them on the back porch as much. But my old fire pit that we've had back there for a long time got a hole in the bottom of it. And an ember got on the deck that we did, like a chunk, not an ember, but like a coal got on the deck. And I didn't know. And the next morning I came out there and there's a hole in the deck, like the size of your fist. And I was like, oh God, she's not going to sleep for a week now thinking about,
Did you hide it?
as best I could.
Yeah.
I put the new fire pit on top of it.
Of course.
She knows it's there. She walked out, she said, what is that? I said, I think the dogs did that.
Termites.
Yeah.
Yes, termites.
Yeah, she's like, there's burn marks around it. And I was like, well, what had happened was, so she's, I don't know, whatever. But it's a good time. Snowmageddon. Then we had church on Sunday, man.
We did have church on Sunday.
Good time, dude.
Big day.
Big
Big day, crowd wise.
Yep.
Record-setting service.
Record setting.
Attendance.
1,500. That's a big number. I remember celebrating when we hit 1,000. That's a big number in the church world.
Yeah.
We celebrated we had 400.
To hit
Yeah,
to
right.
hit the 1,000 benchmark is a big deal.
To hit it, and then like I hear like to go past it, like to keep going, because
Yeah,
some people like hit the
yeah.
1,000 benchmark and kind of just stay there.
Yeah. It's like a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're halfway to 2 now. Come on.
Halfway to 2.
Wild.
That is wild. It's cool though. But it was
It's
full.
wild, but we're putting in the work. God's doing his thing, and
No doubt.
that's the results that we'd expect, right?
Amen, Nate. Amen.
Because we
Preach.
serve a miracle working God.
Come on. Take up an offering.
X
Yeah.
plus Y equals
All
Z.
right,
Not going to you or your budget.
Yeah,
That's good.
okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, it is like it's cool. It's cool to be, and you're right. It's like one of the things. Like it's like we do work hard and we try to be great. We accomplish the goals and
Yep.
all the stuff, But
It's also we're still doing the same thing we've always done too.
yeah,
Essentially, things.
variations of the same thing.
Yeah, that's the cool part. It's just like anybody that's big. Like right now, that 2819 church is kind of popping off online. But if you go to their YouTube channel, I mean, he's been preaching like that for 2-3 years. They've been streaming services. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
He had a couple of things go viral social and
That's all it takes.
starts blowing up. Mike Todd, same way, you know,
Yep.
at the other Transformation Church. But
What's that? Oh, is it like Joe go?
you know, just doing your thing, you know.
No doubt.
It's fun.
doubt.
It was a good day. I mean, it was the 10 o'clock and the 11:30 was very, very crowded, but it was a good day. We had baptisms, 19, I think it was,
19
right?
people got
19?
baptized.
Baptism Sunday.
It's a big day.
It's
a lot
always
of
a big day.
baptisms.
A lot of celebration. I like it. Baptism Sunday is always a big celebration. And I think we make a conscious effort to make sure that it's celebration too. Like we remind us, like this is big, like this is a celebration.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're intentional as a church to, like this is amazing. So
Speaking of, I'm thinking about making a change.
Oh, I like it.
on the podcast live, let's hear it.
Justin just likes change, unless it affects him. Then he's not as big of a fan.
That's true.
So I was thinking about celebration. I was thinking, what's the one big thing in our service, from a church service context? What's the one big thing in our service that we don't celebrate the way we probably should at Transformation Church?
Giving.
Salvations.
Well, yeah, that too.
I knew exactly because that was something that I was thinking for students and stuff this year as well. That was like
Yeah.
on my
You said
mind.
giving. I just started.
That's a lot. You just giving, that's
I
wild.
was 5 minutes late, but I just heard what you said.
I mean that too. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
take
it's
up an
worth
offering.
it.
Yeah.
Imagine if people were like hollering, throwing their checks to the front. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Really excited
throwing
about it.
coins.
Yeah.
Yo,
Pelted by rolls of quarters.
Yeah.
that'd be
Making
wild.
it, instead of making it rain, you make it hail with fist full of nickels.
Full of nickels.
That's crazy. Oh man,
dude.
yeah.
I guess salvations is important too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I'm just tossing around some
Yeah.
stuff in my own mind a little bit, but just about like we always say, it's like let's all close our eyes. It's like, well, what if we didn't?
You know, there's a lot of that's a discussion in the world, the church world.
Way Church, Noah Heron, the up and coming.
Yep.
He said he's doing that now. I'm like, that's it's a new thing. I mean, he's like
What,
30.
not closing your eyes?
Well, it's not a new thing, but they went away from it because like single people out or people felt singled out or whatever. But like I hear like it's becoming.
It's like, you add a celebration component.
Yeah.
It's like when people raise their hands, it's like. It's almost like instinctive. It's like we just celebrate that, So it's like as people raise their hands, you're just celebrating. Like, yeah, let's go. Like that's an awesome thing.
Yeah, and I think the in the probably the seeker sensitive kind of era of making people feel comfortable. People were they wanted to be comfortable to lift their hand up. But the flip side of the argument is, man,
Yeah.
I didn't really how Jesus did it.
You should be ashamed of.
Right.
It's not something you have to do in private.
That's
It's like-
that's what he was saying. Yeah, it's not something
Yeah.
you should be ashamed of.
So we should buy like
Confetti poppers
those
every
little
Sunday.
horns and stuff.
kazoos.
Yeah.
Confettis.
Not confetti.
Yeah,
And the little
every
air-
Sunday
air
confetti.
horns.
Could you imagine how much confetti air horns?
Yeah, just hitting those.
You wouldn't have to rent one anymore.
Wow.
That's true. That's
We
true.
could just hit air horns and throw streamers or something.
Yeah.
Have somebody with a. Yeah.
No, I get that. That'd be cool.
Get the Nickelodeon slime.
Every time they raise their hand, we just have like slime buckets over every chair. You raise your hand, slime.
Slime
That'd
people.
be crazy. Oh my gosh.
It's like I'm never going back to that church again. So
Gosh.
Justin would do it if they didn't give. He's gonna take up an offering, and they don't give anything. You're like slime,
Hey, I just want people to worship God
fully.
fully.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I'm thinking about it. We'll see, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already made one change
I think that's a good
this
thought.
season. So
Pace yourself.
pace ourselves. That's right. Can't turn the Titanic like a John boat, boys.
Well, if they would have missed that iceberg.
Just saying.
A lot of people would still be alive.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
That's-
dead because
Well,
they'd probably be dead by now.
yeah,
But
they would be. Yeah.
assuming.
No, I saw the one old lady in the movie.
1912. I was reading an article. I think we talked about it before. They were saying she's the real villain of the movie. Have you seen that?
No.
that Rose is the real villain of Titanic. It's like, you mean to tell me that this woman cheated on her fiance with a homeless guy, then after threatening to jump off the boat, and then after only being with him one time, stole her fiance's necklace, and then she could have sold for $8 million, but then made her husband work for 70 years to take care of her and her kids. Throw it back in the ocean at the end. It's like, you can't tell me Rose isn't the real villain of this movie.
Sure.
And then what's like, and not let the guy that she cheated on her fiance with onto the door to save him. Like, I was like, wow.
Wow, there's something to that.
Something to that.
I heard somebody something asked like, were they real? They thought that was because the Titanic was real. They thought the Rose and Jack Dawson, that story was real.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah. So
The Titanic is wild. There's a lot of conspiracies around the Titanic.
there is. Yep, there is.
There is. There's some wealthy and powerful people who went down with that ship.
Yep.
A lot of insurance policies paid out over
That's
that.
all I'm going to say.
Yep.
The unsinkable ship.
Then there's the
And he was going full speed into an iceberg field. Wow.
Yeah. Then there's
crazy.
the Olympia
The-
thing,
Yeah.
the sister ship.
What's that?
That one sink?
No, so the conspiracy theory is that that Olympia, which is Titanic's sister ship that looked almost exactly like Titanic, it hit an iceberg or something. It got hit by another boat, I think is what it was. And it messed up the hull or whatever. And allegedly, I haven't done all my research on this yet because all my free time. Allegedly, the damage was beyond what should have been able to be repaired. So they repaired it enough to go on one more voyage and sunk it
To get the insurance.
to get the insurance and changed the Titanic to the Olympia and changed Olympia to the Titanic and sank it as the Titanic. Got their insurance money off of it.
Twice?
Well, no. So the Titanic is now started sailing as the Olympia and continued sailing as the Olympia. And the original Olympia, they changed it to the Titanic, which was the one that got in the wreck, and sunk it to get the insurance money on it because they couldn't get the insurance money on it from the wreck.
It's confirmed that the Olympia hit the other ship before the Titanic went out and hit the iceberg.
Correct.
Wild.
So, I mean, there's a lot of proving it and disproving it. You know how all that kind of stuff goes.
Yeah.
I haven't gone down the rabbit trail far enough to,
It's a long time ago too.
yeah. So,
I love stuff like that.
I do too, man.
Get your copy of the JFK files?
Not yet.
Cool.
Did you order a copy of the JFK file?
I don't know how they're going to release it. I haven't paid much attention. He signed the executive order to release all the info.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll finally know.
Well, you know,
My uncle was innocent.
Your uncle?
Lee
Lee
Harvey.
Harvey Oswald.
Dude, should have kept going.
Wow,
We would have got it
dude,
real good.
yeah.
Uncle
They would have been
Lee.
like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy."
Uncle Lee.
I did.
That's wild.
Uncle Lee.
Yeah.
He's from Louisiana. Close.
Louisiana?
Nah, but I mean,
Yeah.
at
Well,
some point we ended up in the South. Family,
Yeah.
they had to come from somewhere.
Those people too.
Yeah.
old Sean Connery told Nicolas Cage where to find the documents for that.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Nate doesn't. Not a chance. You've ever seen the movie The Rock?
No.
Great movie.
It's a great movie.
Even I've seen that one.
I just watched, not advocating for it.
Dumb and Dumber.
No, I watched that.
You did watch it?
You did? Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's a big deal. You
I
just
swear- yeah, I watched it.
sell nobody anything.
Yeah,
All right.
it was good. It was good. But
You didn't watch it.
yes, I did. I literally
Your
watched
response to that
it.
would have been, it was phenomenal.
No. It was good. It was funny. There were some moments where I laughed out loud. Some moments, but you guys hype it up too much. I will say
You
that.
must watch Dumb and Dumber. That's what happened.
Yeah, you watched
I did watch the second one,
That was
No,
dumb.
that was-
which that one isn't as good as the
No.
first one. I will say that.
First
but
one was-
I'm not advocating for this movie, but I did watch The Gladiator with
The new
Russell
one.
Crowe.
Oh,
Both.
the original.
OG.
Both.
The OG
But
with
I
Russell
watched
Crowe.
the OG with
A
Russell
great
Crowe.
movie.
Great movie.
One of my favorite movies of all time now.
You've never seen
Phenomenal.
that?
Are
No.
you not entertained?
Yeah.
absolutely.
Phenomenal movie.
William?
I loved it.
Adios.
By Will.
Maximus
Rick.
Aurelius or whatever.
Yeah, Maximus Aurelius.
Yeah.
No, it's
Aurelius.
Maximus.
No, it's
Then it starts
Marcus.
with a Mark.
Marcus Aurelius or Marcus
Marcus.
Aurelius or something is the grandpa. Is the
That's a real guy, I think.
That's
Let's
real
look
guy.
it
Yeah.
up.
And then you have
I didn't care much for the new one. Not gonna lie.
I haven't watched it yet.
So no. So I like the new one. This isn't going to ruin it for you, but I like the new. There's things about the older one that I didn't like as much as the new one, but I think the older one was an overall better movie. The newer one explained the backstory of stuff more and filled the gaps like the first one didn't. Like in the first one, it didn't. What's the one part I was? Oh, like it didn't fill in the gap how he found out about the whole plan that Maximus was gonna go get his army. It's like in 1 second, his sister was gone one night a little too long, and then boom, he found out about the whole plan, and it's like that makes no sense. Like that shouldn't have happened that way. Like
Right.
why did that plan fail that quick? And it's almost like they needed to. I don't know. And then there's something else in that movie.
So
but
is the new one, just so I know,
With Denzel.
yes.
right? Is the new one a continuation
Yes.
or like a
Yes.
replacement?
No,
continuation.
Continuation. Got it.
But
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yeah.
Maximus Decimus Meridius. Yeah, it's
Phenomenal. Good.
Oh,
It's the
What
real-
was interesting
that's-
about the first one is that was a time when that came out. That's like when we were starting to get like more flat screen and bigger TVs and like HD and DVDs weren't that old, you know, or we weren't
Yeah.
that new. And they weren't that new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was like high quality at that time.
Yeah.
It was a good movie though.
I'm gonna sit if I have a son. Hopefully, I have a son. Right.
Maximus.
That would.
You name him Maximus?
I'm gonna sit my son down at like 10 or 12 years old. I'm gonna watch that movie with him. Like, this is.
You need to let
this
him
is
see
what I'm talking
300.
about. Yeah. 300. That's a good movie too. That's a good. Not that we're
That's a
advocating
program
for
for
that
a
movie,
10-year-old.
but it's a good movie.
No,
Yeah.
you're probably right. Yeah.
Like, this is what it looks like to be a killer son.
Yeah. Well, it's talking about like the Spartans.
God.
So it's like the Spartans. The Spartans. Would they take kids that are like 8 years old and put them in the
Yes.
the training thing?
Yeah,
like,
and if like some of them,
300 is good.
if some of them weren't like fit or whatever, the babies they'll just like throw them over the cliff.
What?
I'm just gonna leave that part out.
Wow.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Hey, you didn't know that about the Spartans?
No.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
they
know
were
that
if
part.
they
Had
became
birth
like
defects
birth
or
defects,
whatever.
and that stuff, they would just throw
They-
the baby over the cliff,
Yeah,
keeping the bloodline.
but that's how.
Yeah.
They were they as bad as that was, they wouldn't be the Spartans if
there
they
was no
wouldn't have
such
done
thing
that.
as an inferior Spartan.
Yeah. It's messed up,
not
obviously.
saying- yeah.
Like morally wrong. Yes.
We're not advocating.
yes, we're not advocating for it.
But that was the mindset. Yeah, Spartans are interesting, man. That was
Very
culture.
interesting.
Yeah, but they would take the kid at like 8 years old, and they would take him from his home, like when or whatever age it was, 8, 9, 10, whatever. And then for like 4 years, he would live in training as a Spartan. Like come home at 15, yoked
warrior.
up, a
Yeah.
warrior. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's crazy. Now I'm kind
No,
of
it's
Better days, better. No, I'm just kidding.
God.
I'm kidding.
It is a good movie though.
This is the guy that ran a computer in the Navy. So he built PowerPoint slides.
That's crazy.
Is that really what you did?
Yeah, a lot of it with like with certain information that is not generally given to the public, but classified information. Yeah.
He didn't know if we knew what classified
You have,
meant. So
you
he
have,
was,
you have clearance for that?
I did.
You have top secret. You don't have top secret.
I
clearance.
did.
You have top secret clearance?
Top secret.
Top
Clearance.
secret.
Top secret clearance.
You're sure? That's hard to get.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
As a civilian, it's harder, but as a military person,
that's true.
you.
Do they interview your whole family and stuff?
Yeah, they interviewed. You put a bunch of people down. They don't tell you who they're going to interview. They interview like some people and stuff and stuff like that. So yeah.
So do you technically still have it? Or
No, it expires. I think top secret is 7 years, and I was in 6 years 10 months. If I would have renewed my contract, it would have went. But secret I think is 15. I could be wrong. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, no, it definitely expired.
Yep.
So
the president could just give you though. That's what Trump did. His whole family.
yeah.
Top
7 years old. Spartan sent their kids.
Oh,
in
wow.
at 7 years old.
That's wild.
And at 16, they had to go. They had to do they had to make their first official kill at 16. So from 7 to 16, they were in training.
That's wild.
That's wild.
What I don't get about the movie 300 is, what was that little hunchback fella?
What about him?
Who was he?
He's like a part of the Persian army or something. He
Yeah,
was
but
like,
why-
He was a Spartan that was born, but his mom protected him and didn't let him get killed.
Oh,
you're right.
I forgot about that.
And he wanted to fight in
He
the
wouldn't
army.
let him.
His dad was like a famous warrior, and he wanted to carry on that legacy. And Leonidas said no, because you can't hold up your shield, and our shield is our wall.
Yeah.
And so the person next to you dies because you don't have the ability to hold your shield. Therefore,
I forgot he was a Spartan.
yeah. So then if you know, not spoiler alert,
Listen, if you ain't
them
seen
out
it
to
by
the
now,
person.
you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What a great movie.
Nate
You're
Bargatze.
right.
It's a 20-year-old movie. If you haven't seen it by now,
Yeah.
I don't know what the,
Have you seen the new Nate Bargatze special on Netflix?
wait, which one?
The new one.
Like the last 3 months, new one? There's not one like the last 30 days, right?
He's wearing it in the round.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's-
We watched that one in Kentucky twice.
Yeah,
So,
he's wearing
yeah.
the tan jacket. in the round.
Yeah. That one's a good one.
It's pretty good. Were you talking about reading books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the most words. And there's
Throw in a blank page. Let me get my head together. Nate Bargatze's good. He's really showing that you can be funny without cussing.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things. It's very clean comedy.
It's all clean.
Does
He
he
was
have a
on Church of the
podcast?
For their Dream Team party.
Did he?
Was he?
Yeah.
Does he
I
have
think it was
podcasts?
last year, but
But they paid a bag for that.
Yeah.
When you're Highlands.
yeah.
No, he
No podcast.
what'd you say?
No podcast.
Yeah, he has a podcast.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Nate Lynn.
It's like him and his boys.
Nate Lynn.
It's very interesting. It's not.
Is it funny or is it more serious?
No. It's him and 2 or 3 other guys that are on it. And sometimes he's not on it, like he's on tour.
Yeah.
It's Rusty Slay. They're all
It's just like
comedians.
somebody, but it's like they're just like talking about stuff. Like
Gotcha.
kind of like
Or
ours,
like
honestly.
podcasts,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it's very.
Nate's wife runs the podcast. She's like the producer and does all the
Oh,
back
wow.
end and stuff. That's
I didn't know that.
That's what I heard him say.
Nice, dude. Yeah, so
Because he was talking about his wife on something that he met his wife when he was working at Applebee's. So she's been with him from before he was famous.
Yeah, I knew
So he
that.
credits her for has done a lot of the back end stuff for a lot of his stuff over the years. So he gives her credit for some of his.
That's cool.
Some of for the success of their brand or whatever.
dope.
And then I saw him on something that they were asking about him being clean. They were like, "Are you like that all the time? Like you cuss at home?"
Kevin Hart.
With Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. He's like, "You cuss at home and all that," and he was like, "No." He's like,
Yeah, Kevin Hart tried to get him to say it on the
F word or
Yeah, he's
something,
like, say it right now. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, that's just not.
Which he was the way he explained it was like it would be almost disingenuous, or like I would get used to that being part of my vocabulary, and it's not, and that helps me stay clean for the comedy. And
When I saw, and this has been a conversation in the Christian world for a while. Like, where does he line up? So he talked about being raised in a Christian home,
Yeah.
right.
and he is clean, but he's never talked about his faith. And I just saw a clip on Instagram the other day. He was on a podcast, and he was talking about like being a Christian. Like he was talking about that he was a Christian, his faith in Jesus, and
He probably
how it
doesn't
shaped-
talk about it as much because then you're labeled as the
Right.
Christian comedian.
You're a Christian comedian, yeah. So he did. The clip I watched, I didn't get into that, but I would assume that it's like, yeah, your career has a broader scope if
It's like-
you can embrace Christian values without having to put a label on it.
I think John Chris has done a good job of breaking out of that.
Yeah. Well,
In
yeah, and
some
I think
way.
he saw when he had his issues that he was going through. I think he saw how fast that community can turn on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's funny now to hear him talk about that.
Yeah.
He was like, I paid money to go to rehab. For what?
Right, yeah.
I'm not saying what he did was okay, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't do nothing that no one who ever gained a little fame didn't do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the
do
fact that
not
he was performing in churches claiming to be the
Right.
Christian guy.
Yeah.
And he did admit that was probably not the best move.
I
But
think I missed the mark on that one.
we saw him when he came here at Marcus Point.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think he's funny.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's funny. I think he's creative with his videos and stuff. His little clips that he all that's
100%.
hilarious.
I just don't. You like comedians that a lot of the comedians you like are very animated comedians. Sebastian Maniscalco.
I love Sebastian.
So it probably doesn't bother you as much, but how much he moves around on stage while he's doing his bits, or like that drives me crazy. I'm like, dude, just stand.
What's funny
still.
is I hated that about Dane Cook.
That is funny because he wasn't nearly as bad as Sebastian or.
But Sebastian, he's not like moving fast. He just gets animated when he's doing some of his stuff.
Yeah, big arm movements and stuff.
Yeah, which Sebastian's hilarious. The immigrant thing is just him coming from immigrant parents. Just reminds me of my grandma in a way. Like that's how some of the stuff he talks about is like that's what my grandma was.
Gotcha.
But I think
German Grams.
He's hilarious. Or just like some of his stuff. He's like a Nate. He's like a pretty boy. Trying to always. He's like, you ever go to Home Depot? A lot of browns, beiges, boots, pencil tucked. He's like, I don't have the tire to go in there. I don't fit in there.
It's gonna be me in a year.
Home Depot. You're having a house
Depot,
built. You're not going to be in Home
Lowe's.
Depot and Lowe's.
It's going to be called
Farmer Nate.
Farmer Nate, dude.
Once you get over to Seminole, you could be wearing camo for real.
What do you mean? This is real camo. I could literally wear this out hunting. Just because I wear it as like a fashion sense doesn't mean I can't go out hunting in this.
That wasn't the implication.
You just said I can wear camo for real. This is for real camo.
Fashion. It's all fashion.
Oh man. Well, hey, listen,
Anyways.
we wrapped up our preaching series on Sunday.
Yes.
The Shift series.
Yeah, every time I said it on stage, I made sure I shift. I made sure I emphasized the F and shift.
Pretty good series.
Very good. I've heard a lot of good things people were talking about in the series too.
Well,
so
that's good. I'm glad I bought that one off Google and not one of the other ones. That's a joke.
That's good.
By the way. That's not.
Is it?
We do write our own sermons here. Transformation Church.
Yeah.
But no.
Glad GPT spit that one out.
Yeah. No.
AI for the win.
What did I say? Chat GPT.
GPT.
Funny if it was Chad though.
Chad?
Yeah. There's Chad VJ.
Oh.
It's Chad VJ.
I used Chat GPT yesterday.
I use it sometimes for emails to help me word stuff in emails.
Absolutely.
Sound professional.
I told him yesterday I used it one time. I asked it to write me a letter of recommendation for someone I don't feel deserves it.
You're lying.
I swear. I felt obligated, but I didn't feel it. Or not deserves might not be the word I used.
And it probably turned out really good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Of course it was.
Yeah.
So passive aggressive.
Yeah. No, the email I sent yesterday, I typed out my original and I put that into ChatGPT and it said, your email is fine, but it could say this. I was like, oh, that's better or whatever. So, hey.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, that's how I've used it in the past. I think it's a great tool. But anyways, I don't know how we got off on that.
Shift
is over.
Sermon. Yep.
Shift sermon. Yeah, it's over. So we talked about clear vision on Sunday.
Come on.
Gotta have clear vision, man.
Gotta have
Clear up the vision.
Clear up the vision.
Kean's over there making a video right now.
I can see clearly now.
So-
the
And then this
rain.
week, new service. Not
how-
service. What do we call it? Series.
People my age with that song, I know that from a Lens commercial.
Okay.
When you sang that song, y'all actually know the song. Like it's an actual song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have never known that. I
you
would
thought
have
it
thought
was
of
like
it
a
from
That was a
the.
jingle.
Thought it was a jingle from a
a
lens
contact
commercial.
lens
Contact
commercial or
lens
something.
commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where I heard that from.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. It's a sunshiny day. Was that in the song too?
Brightness.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
It's a real song.
We'll
dude.
pull it up for
from
you.
the 70s.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think the 70s.
Back
But
when
yes.
music was good.
Sushi, sex, and subtitles.
Yep.
Come on.
Coming up next week.
It's not a secret, right? We're not.
No, it's not secret.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've done it 6 years in a row, so
Is it really 6?
I think so. I think it's
6 years. It can't be 6 because I was here when you did it the first time, and I haven't been.
5?
No, you were here when we did it the second time.
This is 6 years.
No.
AMC.
AMC was second.
That was the second
That was
year.
second.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But the second year didn't have the condoms and the chopsticks. That was the first year.
didn't?
It happened every year, brother.
Oh, the first year it did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I haven't
Gotcha.
changed the graphics since then, but it is this time.
This time, yeah, we're changing it this year. But no, it's been
Really?
the same
Hit a
graphic.
refresh. A refresh.
Yeah, I remember when John walked into my office at DeSoto Street and was like, I need you to look at this graphic for the sermon series. And I was like, all right. And then he turned the computer around and
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
my
good.
God.
Are you gonna put? Are you gonna put like the Trojan symbol on it or something?
No,
this year?
branding.
brand.
You can't do that.
Oh, you can't do that. Oh,
God.
oh sorry.
Yeah, no, he's like doing a complete overhaul. Like it's going to be completely different.
I wouldn't say completely different. It's
Well-
the same, it's got the same elements, just in a different way.
Gotcha.
Whatever. He's using ChatGPT.
Yeah,
So
ChatGPT.
That'd be a lot.
And you can
you
ask him to
can
spit out
use
an image.
ChatGPT for graphic development.
Yeah. Or Gronk. Is it Gronk?
I got a couple church.
On Twitter?
I got a couple church pastors. Their graphics person moved, and they've been using ChatGPT for a year now for graphics.
It does a fine job. We ought to see if we can get rid of John and try that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's
What if they do students?
the hologram of a students director. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy, man. What it can do. So yeah, we got that. It's coming up this Sunday. Sushi sex subtitles.
I love that there's people that don't know what that means. They're like, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sushi sex.
It's a relationship series.
It's a relationship series. Sushi is about dating. Sex is about marriage, and subtitles is about just relationships and communication.
Gotcha.
That was the approach. I can't believe it's been going this. I think we're going to turn it into a book.
That's
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's what
They call them sermon
all pastors do.
notes.
Literally. Literally.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judas Smith did it with Jesus is. I mean,
Oh, yeah, 100%. I've actually got a few things I'm working on right now, boys. It's in the works right
Well,
now.
they all do it.
I'm about to start releasing some.
Originals.
I want to start releasing some stuff soon. Yeah, not ready to talk about it in totality yet, but I'm writing some books because I need something else to do.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading books.
Me too. I'm rereading.
not.
What you reading right now?
I'm rereading Jesus is King. I am.
Jesus the King.
Yes.
So he's not rereading.
I am.
Apparently, he didn't read the cover,
I am.
but he's reading the book. So.
I am. I'm rereading.
No,
it.
that's a great book to read.
Rereading it.
I'm reading 7 from Erwin McManus.
He's so weird.
He has a new.
Hater.
I didn't say I didn't like him. He's just I've
He
seen
is
him.
weird. He's an odd duck.
I've seen him in person.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a strange dude.
He's an odd duck. Yeah, he. So he has a communication course that I'm taking right now.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he gave
7.
us. Yeah, that's what he gave us the preliminary stuff at the GLS thing and
Okay.
when I was
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Life Church.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I took my assessment, and so
Yeah.
reading the chapters and stuff on
Yeah,
that.
no, it's
So,
good stuff.
Yeah, that's part of what's been that I would say that's part of what's helped inspire a little bit of the preaching style shift going into
Yep.
2025. It's been like getting back to my voice a little bit more,
Gotcha.
which is a little more preachy. So last year, well, we'll talk about it on a podcast where we talk to our people. Yeah. I thought you were like sneezing. I was like, that's aggressive. Yeah. So 2024, beginning of 2024, there were so many people coming into Transformation Church coming out of 2023 into 2024. There was just like there were so many people that were hurt and wounded and like just needed to get healed that God put it on my heart to just like for the next year just sit with people and talk about like all your sermons need to feel gentle and like so we really the best I could just kind of like try to lead people to healing a little bit, lead them to the water, let them drink, like that type of thing. It wasn't real like aggressive, which is typically my style. But then coming out of 2024, I really feel like God released, like it's like, we can get back to kind of who we are. And then I was worried. Even talked to Pastor Rick at one point. I was worried. So I'm like, dude, now we grew so much from September of 23, which is when it kind of kicked in, till December of 24. We've grown so much. It's like, man, how is the church going to react to?
Did they like that stuff?
Right, yeah. It's like people, for hundreds of people, they don't know Transformation Church to be anything other than what it's been for the last 16 months. And it was kind of one of those things where it's like, I guess trusting God a little bit, just like, this is who you've called me / us to be, so we're going to trust it. But there was a little bit of like, like this could be a mistake, which is not to follow God, but you know what I'm saying. So, but he's like, well, let's find them, like Rick's great words. It's like, let's find the middle ground there. Like, you can do both, like, and I think we have been, it's like, the heartfelt component, it's like, I was literally talking to Jacqueline, John, and the girls that we had talked about before, the sisters. I was talking to them on Sunday, and they had a new girl. Sunday was her first time. She was like, cool. That was unbelievable. Not just the message, but the whole service. And she was like, that was unreal. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And I was like, thank you. It's like, we have a great team, we have a great church, and I have like my same responses. And she was like, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone preach the way you just preached. Like, really meant a lot and spoke to me and yada, yada, yada. Thank you. And I made a joke, but it's kind of true. It's like, I figure if we could make everyone laugh, cry, and walk out with an action step, we probably did a pretty good job. It's like, it's kind of like the way we approach it. So, like, you're going to laugh, you might cry, and here's how you can follow Jesus better this week. So
people remember those too.
Yeah.
People remember that stuff.
I don't remember. Yeah. I remember how you made them feel.
That's that Jimmy V speech. Remember that Jimmy Valvano SB speech? Nope. Okay,
No.
Never mind. One of the greatest speeches in sports history. So, all right. Go watch it. Homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Valvano.
No, I mean, that's what John Maxwell and all them say it all the time. It's like, people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. Yeah. So, good stuff.
Great stuff.
So, yep, we got new sermon coming up Sunday.
Yep. So
I feel like that just comes around every week.
Pay attention to your marriage. Stay strong, Nate.
Is that what this? I guess you don't want to give it. You don't want to give it away, but he said, "Pay attention so your marriage stays strong." I was like, "Is that what it is?"
It's a relationship series.
Well, I don't know if this one's like specifically on like marriage, but
I don't know.
Well, as we usually do, it always touches. The scope is always broad. Yeah. So we know where we have a direction. This one is going to lean a little more into the single and dating world than it will the marriage world, but it'll be applicable no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's for you. Jay.
Pay attention. Wow. Pay attention. Take notes. Swipe right.
Swipe right.
Or left.
Or left.
Got to know when to swipe left.
Wow.
Got to swipe left more than you swipe right.
Amen to that.
Wow. Take that down.
I ain't swiping no more.
That's right.
'Cause I'm married.
There you go. Yeah. So, but yeah. So it's good, man. We're excited. So, well,
It'll be a good time. And I'm out of town. I'm gonna miss it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just throw that in there now.
I'll watch it live.
Yeah,
I'll watch it. I'll be on live stream.
You can experience our new online experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the new online experience.
Online experience.
I'll be a part of that. Maybe I'll chat to them. I'll talk in the chat.
What's up, chat?
Yeah.
That's what they call like a group of people nowadays. Chat.
What?
If you like walked in,
another
and
thing.
you like walk in, and you're like, "Yo, what's up, chat?" It's like you're talking to the group, like, "What's up, everybody?" It's basically saying, "What's up, everybody?"
The problem is, here's my problem, Nate. What you just said out loud sounds so dumb,
It does.
You just
No. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying Nate
No,
sounds
you're
dumb.
not dumb, Nate.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I'm
not because of that.
Yeah. I'm not saying
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dumb. What I'm saying is what you just said sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe you, but
Yeah.
it sounds so dumb that I'm afraid to try it because if you did make that up, because it does sound that dumb, that if I'm like, what's up, chat? And everybody's like,
Who's Chad?
I mean,
Who's Chad?
but what you just said, I'm gonna hop in the chat with everybody, a group of people. So if you walk into a group of people, what's up, chat? It's a chat just in real life chat.
But I don't get in a chat room and say, "What's up, Chad?" Because that would
You
be
should.
stupid.
It wouldn't. It's not.
that's what I think. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't trust. Does Kian know what we're talking about?
Yeah, Kian.
What's up?
You walk into a group of people. If you're Gen Z, Gen Alpha, what do you say?
Just say hi.
What do I say?
What do you say instead of saying, "Yo, what's up, everybody"? What do you say?
What's good, chat?
Told you.
I feel like he was listening.
Right.
I feel like he was listening. All right.
Thank you, Kian. Thank you, Kian.
Kian's like that was just an instruction. I don't know.
Thank you, Kian.
All right. Well,
I mean, we
gonna-
said we believed you.
I think I'm going to do that to Leonard Kelly then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just dumb.
I can think of a group of people I'm going to try that with, and it's not going to go the way I think it will.
Did our slang seem dumb to older people?
100%. Had to.
Tight?
Yeah.
No way,
It's the
no way
dumbest-
that's dumb. That makes perfect sense. You mean crunk sounds stupid?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. See, I'm glad you guys are having this moment. Thank you.
We're about to get
Thank
crunk
you.
sounds dumb?
So y'all literally said that. Let's get
No,
crunk.
crunk was
Oh.
not like...
Yeah. Okay.
People, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I never used crunk
That was a
regularly.
little before Kyle.
Crunk to me was a little more of like a... Because we listened to like Lil Jon and stuff, they said it like
Yeah.
almost like jokingly. Like, oh, we're about to get crunk tonight. Like, not really. Like, no one was for like, hey, you want to go get crunk? Like, not really. You know what I mean? Like, that's dumb.
Yeah, it was more like a hype statement.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
lit. Like let's like
Yes,
like
yes.
yo, we're about to get lit tonight. You're not like, hey, you want to get lit? Like,
Yeah, right.
I mean, some people might do that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That's a
Some people do that,
yeah.
different meaning. But
Yeah,
nonetheless,
yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, now that you're saying some more terms, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds ridiculous. That's so tight.
I don't. Yeah, that was tight.
That's so dumb. I
I don't remember any others.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what I'm trying to think
I
now.
don't remember any others. But tight was not always there. I feel like that. I remember when I feel like that started. Like I remember like thinking tight's new. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to do a whole. We ought to do a segment like slang through the generations.
Mm-hmm.
The boomers probably had. What were the boomers? Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. You know.
Yeah.
The whole
I think
thing.
the boomers are a lot of like the southern things that you bring up that your grandpa or you heard like older people say.
Yeah, that's
like
not
the,
necessarily boomers. That's like before
Yeah.
Yeah.
the silent generation. Is what they were called,
Gotcha.
right? I think the silent generation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Those are just old sayings. That's not really slang.
Slang for their time. It had to have happened. It had to have started at some point.
I know, but they're a slang word is not the same thing as like a saying. Like, right? Like, you know, we've been talking about this for a month of Sundays. That's not like a slang word. It's just a saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Kyle agrees. All right. Anyways,
All right. Yeah.
I guess we're
I
good.
gotta
We're
go.
looking forward to sushi, sex, and subtitles. Are we gonna have subtitles on the video? That would make sense.
If you turn on closed captions for YouTube,
Is it automatic?
Be careful because some of the things you say on that closed captioning.
yeah, it's not. yeah.
If you watch that and you see some cuss words, that's not really cussing.
Yeah, that's why he was emphasizing the shift series.
Yeah.
Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Watching in Espanol too.
yep. Sure can.
Well, somebody will advertise it, but we have a Spanish channel. I think we've said that. We just don't really advertise it.
Transformation Church
If you
Espanol.
speak Spanish,
We should put out some posts about that. Kyle, write that down. So,
Maybe write this down. Take a little note.
he's getting ready for Seminole.
You remind me in
Text
case
a shot
you
right now.
didn't know.
Nate, stop. All
Texting
right,
Sherrod right now.
Oh yeah.
all right, we're out of here.
Texting me,
It was a good day.
Oh, okay.
Good week.
Good week.
Good
It's going
week.
to be a good Sunday.
I'm out of here
Yeah.
in the morning. I'll see y'all. I'm gonna be gone for a
few days.
you
few
later.
days.
Where are you going again? Dallas.
Palm
Palm.
Desert.
Palm Desert.
Palm Springs. I'm going to Dallas to catch another flight. I got a 3.5 hour layover tomorrow in Dallas.
In Dallas, though. It's a
But
good
they-
place to have a road.
they
That's,
got an
that's a
Amex
great
lounge.
airport to have a layover.
They got
in.
a Centurion lounge.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never been a high maintenance person, but since being able to get into those lounges, that's pretty nice.
And it's way better than the Delta. It's better than the Delta Sky Miles
All right.
lounge.
I accept it. I can be low maintenance, but I feel like Justin's high maintenance. I'm moderate maintenance.
What do you mean by high maintenance? Do I like certain things? Of course. But I don't know. Maintenance seems like you're always doing work to me or something. Do I prefer the lounge above the terminal with free food and drinks away from all the peasants? Yes.
Jesus.
Is that high maintenance? I don't know. I meant people. Did I say peasants?
Yes, that was your outside.
That's wild.
No.
What's funny is you'd have to travel with me and Justin. To
I took
understand
Rick
some
in
of
there
that.
the first time, I think. I don't know if it was the first time. I took Rick when me and Rick went to Dallas for something.
It's so yes. It's so funny because when it comes to those types of environments, it's so hard to think to yourself, like, I could actually go do this. Like, if you've never been in there before, you're like,
You think it's like there's this room for billionaires.
right.
The
Jeff
airport.
Bezos is sitting in there right now.
Yeah.
Which he could be.
No, they
he's got
fly
his own plane.
private,
But but I'm just saying, like, that's what you think of it. I remember we were traveling, and we had a 4-hour layover. Me and Ashley did. I was like, we'll just go to the lounge. By the way, I don't pay for that personally. Neither does Justin. We have access to it because of points and stuff for on our business account. So it's not like we pay big money to be part of it.
No,
we don't
no,
make
no,
that
no.
kind of money.
That's the
just
point,
for the
though.
record.
That's the point you're making.
You get points, and because of that, it gives you access. So
No,
it's
not
like-
even the points at the Centurion. Just having the card.
or just having the card. Yeah, you're right. So anyway,
it's a perk of it.
So the first one was I told Ashley, I was like, we'll go to the lounge. She was like, we can't do that. I was like, what are you
mean?
talking about? And she's like everyone else has to go wait at the terminal. Like she's like feeling guilty. I'm like, no, absolutely not. And then we got there and she's eating like warm chocolate chip cookies and stuff. She's like, all right,
yeah.
well, yeah, it's not.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, this is it.
The Delta Lounge is pretty nice. Like especially in Atlanta, they have them at every terminal because of Delta's so big there. But they can get really crowded because a lot of different credit cards have access to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not great. But some of the airports have if you have American Express Platinum, you can go. They have their own lounges at some of the airports. Miami, Dallas.
Yeah.
There's a few, and those are just they're nicer and far less people.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all a buffet food, like hot food, desserts. They have those fancy espresso machines you just put that it makes whatever you want.
Dang.
It's pretty dope.
It's even like
Wish the gold would have access to
It's
that.
all like free. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
And like nice chairs with chargers and like tables to work on. If you had a layover, like with your computer, like it's nice. Yeah, nice bathrooms. Some of them have like sleeping pods and sleeping areas and stuff.
Jeez.
And
And
showers,
workstations, sit
Yeah.
where you can go, sit
like
there.
desk areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that to say is maybe some of you need to get into this Centurion Lounge. Just don't be the person holding it down so I can't get in. I need you to make room. I need you to make room.
Well, it is great. Like when you have a 3.5 hour layover.
Yeah.
100%.
You could, like kick back, eat a meal.
I had an 11-hour layover in Miami that time.
Oh,
and I was like, dude, that was gold. I was like, you didn't have to pay for anything.
11 hours.
11 hours in an airport.
You could have driven back in 10.
Literally.
Yeah, that was when I was sick.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Yeah, coming back from Nicaragua.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
no, but so that's the nice thing about Dallas. So I'll chill in that mug for a couple hours tomorrow, and then on to Palm Springs, California.
California.
I'm excited. I've never been to California.
Let's have a party.
I'm gonna try to get a massage.
There you go. Good for
There
you.
you go.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
Anyways,
I got stuff I got to go do, y'all.
yep, we do.
Yep.
I loved hanging out with you guys. To our audience,
It's been a
loved
blast.
hanging out with y'all.
Been a blast.
Yep, been a blast. So we'll see y'all on Sunday, man.
And then next week on the podcast.
Next week on the podcast. Lord
Next week
willing.
on the podcast. Something special next week.
Oh yeah.
Is there? What's gonna happen?
Next week, yeah. Next week we should be
Oh,
in studio, right,
New
Kyle?
venue.
Come on,
New
Kyle.
venue. We might be in a new background, new backdrop.
We need to be in there. Yeah. I know all of us are gonna have the pegboards.
I mean,
we're
that
supposed
was-
to have our pegboards done.
That was
so.
the date.
Yeah,
I thought that was the date.
Yeah. You can call DC. He said he's coming to hang cleats this week.
I don't know what's going on.
The snow week.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
All right, then.
All right.
See y'all.
Love y'all.
peace.
Later.